The topic of Russia's President Vladimir Putin often stirs controversy, particularly regarding his immense wealth, which remains largely shrouded in secrecy. This video explores the extraordinary wealth and lavish lifestyle associated with Putin, delving into his extensive array of assets and showcasing the opulent living of Russia's most affluent figure. Let's delve into the details. Putin, synonymous with opulence and extravagance, has held significant political roles in Russia, including Prime Minister and President. Despite his powerful stature, the true extent of his wealth remains a subject of speculation due to his secretive nature. Public knowledge about Putin's riches is scant, fostering intrigue and rumors. This ambiguity has only heightened interest in his opulent lifestyle. Despite the mystery, credible sources indicate substantial wealth, though exact figures are elusive. Occasional glimpses into his assets, such as properties, yachts, and an extensive art collection, provide glimpses of a life marked by unparalleled luxury. These verified indicators underscore a lifestyle of extraordinary opulence and refinement, leaving many questions unanswered about the full scope of his riches. Speculations abound regarding Vladimir Putin's wealth, with some even suggesting he could be the world's wealthiest individual, although these claims lack concrete evidence. More intriguing than the exact extent of his wealth is the means through which he amassed it. Putin's financial affairs, much like many aspects of his life, are cloaked in secrecy, fueling speculation and offering only occasional glimpses into his opulent lifestyle and spending power. Despite the lack of transparency, visible indicators suggest his dealings are highly lucrative. As the leader of one of the globe's richest nations, it's expected that Putin enjoys a significant level of wealth. His penchant for luxury items, far beyond what his official salary suggests, is well documented. Notably, he has been seen wearing prestigious fashion accessories, such as the FP Journet chronometer, Blue 1304CS, crafted from tantalum, a rare metal costing approximately $100,000, and the Blancpain Lemon Grande Aqua Lung watch, designed for deep-sea diving and priced around $20,000. Putin's taste for high-quality fashion and his possession of such extravagant items underscore a lifestyle that contrasts sharply with the financial disclosures he has made. Putin's affinity for luxury extends beyond watches to a passion for real estate, both within Russia and abroad. His properties are far from ordinary homes. They are opulent mansions fit for royalty, adorned with every conceivable luxury money can buy. Even among the wealthy elite, Putin's residences stand out for their exquisite extravagance, painting him as more than just a president, but a member of the ultra-rich class. Questions about the origin of his wealth are met with caution, given his formidable authority. Yet Putin's journey to becoming a billionaire president was not always predictable. Born on October 7, 1952, in what was then Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Russia, his early life was rooted in modesty. Growing up in a humble apartment, Putin faced adversity with resilience. His father, Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin, served in the Soviet Navy, while his mother worked in a factory. Despite their challenges, they imparted in him a strong work ethic and determination. From a young age, Putin demonstrated exceptional intelligence and a keen interest in academics, excelling in subjects like mathematics and German. His passion for martial arts, particularly judo and sambo, also emerged early, leading to his attainment of a black belt. Upon completing his secondary education, Putin enrolled at Leningrad State University, where he pursued a degree in law. It was during this period that he began his foray into politics, joining the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. In 1975, Putin graduated from Leningrad State University and subsequently joined the KGB, undergoing training at the 401st KGB school in Okhta, Leningrad. His initial assignment was in the 2nd Chief Directorate, focusing on counterintelligence during the height of the Cold War. Later, he transitioned to the 1st Chief Directorate, where he monitored foreign nationals and consular officials in Leningrad. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 ushered in a period of profound political and economic change for Russia. Putin, adaptable and resilient, embraced the challenges of this new era. Recognized for his adept leadership and skill in navigating complex political landscapes, Putin's career ascended rapidly. He was appointed head of the Committee for External Relations of the St. Petersburg Mayor's Office in June 1991, a role he held until 1996, Concurrently, in March 1994, he assumed the position of deputy head of the city administration. In 1998, Putin was appointed as the head of the Federal Security Service, FSB, the successor organization to the KGB. His tenure at the FSB bolstered his reputation as a decisive and strategic leader. He confronted organized crime and corruption directly, earning widespread respect and admiration. His effective handling of these issues propelled him further up the political hierarchy. In a surprising turn of events in 1999, then-President Boris Yeltsin announced his resignation and publicly endorsed Vladimir Putin as his successor. This unexpected endorsement thrust Putin into the national spotlight, marking the beginning of his rapid ascent to power. On December 31, 1999, Putin assumed the role of acting president of Russia. His leadership style, characterized by firmness and pragmatism, resonated deeply with the Russian populace. In the presidential elections of March 2000, Putin secured a decisive victory, solidifying his position as the nation's leader. Since then, he has held various high-ranking positions, including president from 2000 to 2008, prime minister from 2008 to 2012, and president again from 2012 to the present. Putin has maintained a firm grip on power and has exerted significant influence both domestically and internationally. His current term is slated to conclude in 2024 with expectations of another electoral victory. Popular among Russians, Putin has cultivated an image as a strong and patriotic leader. His opulent lifestyle is well known, characterized by an array of extravagant possessions that reflect his immense wealth. From luxurious mansions to a fleet of cars and private jets, Putin's lifestyle epitomizes luxury. One of the standout symbols of his wealth is the Putin Palace, located on the Black Sea coast near Gelendzhik. This expansive residence is estimated to be worth approximately $1.4 billion and features amenities such as a private theater, casino, underground ice hockey rink, and even a vineyard. The grandeur of the Putin Palace underscores the vast wealth accumulated by Putin over the years. The Putin Palace represents just a fraction of Putin's extensive real estate holdings, rumored to encompass numerous luxurious properties both within Russia and abroad. Among these are a prestigious penthouse in Moscow, a villa nestled in the French Riviera, and a sprawling estate nestled in the Italian countryside. These properties serve as tangible symbols of Putin's immense wealth, offering him unparalleled luxury and seclusion. In addition to his impressive real estate portfolio, Putin is renowned for his vast collection of automobiles. Reports suggest he possesses more than 700 vehicles, ranging from opulent luxury cars to heavily armored presidential limousines. His collection boasts prestigious brands such as Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, and Bentley, each meticulously customized to his exact preferences. Whether navigating Moscow's streets or attending high-profile events, Putin's fleet epitomizes his opulent lifestyle. Beyond cars, Putin indulges in luxury aviation with a fleet of 58 aircraft, encompassing helicopters and private jets equipped with cutting-edge amenities for seamless global travel. In addition to his material acquisitions, Putin enjoys a range of leisure pursuits, notably including his lifelong dedication to judo, a martial art in which he holds a coveted black belt. He also owns an armored train, famously dubbed the Ghost Train, a mode of travel that affords him privacy and security on extensive journeys across Russia. Traveling by rail, a choice shared by close ally Kim Jong-un, provides Putin with a degree of seclusion from public view, aligning with his preference for discretion in his personal and political life. He can travel in relative peace. Another advantage is that while he travels, he can enjoy the scenery and appreciate the beauty of his country, which is not feasible while flying. Additionally, because the train and its movements are closely guarded secrets, it offers a more secure mode of travel compared to alternatives like road transportation. Security is evidently a top priority for Putin. Thus, the existence of a secret railroad system comes as no surprise. As expected, this train is luxuriously appointed, featuring a fully equipped gym, a spa, a massage room, and a gourmet kitchen where exquisite meals are prepared. The accommodations are designed to ensure Putin's comfort during his travels. The interior fittings and furnishings of the train are of the highest quality money can buy. Despite a few leaks revealing glimpses of its opulent interiors, the train serves not only as a means of transportation, but also as a mobile command center from which Putin can govern the country. Photographs have captured meetings held within the train, highlighting its functionality as a space for conducting official business. Furthermore, Putin utilizes its sophisticated communication system to issue directives from any location. When it comes to vacations, Putin spares no expense. He frequents exclusive resorts and luxury destinations worldwide, from the pristine beaches of the Maldives to the snowy slopes of the Swiss Alps. These vacations underscore his preference for the finest experiences available. While the true extent of Putin's wealth remains undisclosed, his collection of extravagant possessions and his luxurious lifestyle are undeniable. From his opulent properties to his extensive collections of cars and aircraft, Putin's affluence symbolizes his power and influence, solidifying his reputation as one of the world's most intriguing and controversial figures. The question of what will happen to Putin's wealth after he leaves office remains open. Accumulating such immense wealth allows him to afford virtually anything he desires. One might wonder what additional desires the president of Russia could possibly have that are beyond the reach of the state. Well, quite a few luxuries indeed. The Presidential Executive Office of Russia and the Grand Kremlin Palace in Moscow are among the most prestigious offices and residences one can occupy. These spaces are fitting for the President of Russia, serving exclusively for official duties and accommodations. While these properties belong to the state and will revert to state use once Putin's administration concludes, should he leave office, whether through an improbable electoral defeat or voluntary retirement, he possesses ample personal assets to sustain a lavish lifestyle akin to royalty. Currently, Putin's primary concerns revolve around state affairs. He is chauffeured and flown to destinations as needed, enjoys meals prepared by world-class chefs, and has access to the best resources the Russian government can offer. In essence, his needs are comprehensively met by the state, leaving him lacking nothing. Given his substantial wealth, this lifestyle is likely to persist largely unchanged after leaving office, albeit no longer funded by the state treasury. It's plausible that post-retirement, Putin may become more open about enjoying his wealth publicly, irrespective of public opinion. Apart from these assets, Putin undoubtedly holds various investments, sparking debates on their origins and potential ties to state resources. Upon exiting an official role, he would be expected to disclose his assets, potentially revealing the true extent of his wealth to the world. This disclosure could shed light on speculations surrounding whether Putin might have been the world's richest individual. However, even with public asset declarations, skepticism may persist regarding the accuracy of reported figures, especially considering Putin's history of holding assets abroad. The possibility of undisclosed holdings will likely continue fueling speculation, despite any official disclosures. The future trajectory of Putin's wealth post-tenure may hinge significantly on his successor's approach. If his successor opts to investigate Putin's holdings and investments, it could potentially uncover significant insights into his business dealings and financial standing. The prospect of such investigations turning contentious, potentially leading to asset forfeiture and legal ramifications, is a scenario Vladimir Putin is keenly aware of and likely taking precautions against. Putin may rely on his extensive network of influential allies to shield his financial affairs from scrutiny. Many of Russia's oligarchs count Putin as a close friend and owe him significant favors. Whether Putin can retain the entirety of his wealth accumulated during his presidency remains uncertain. The exact extent of Putin's personal wealth remains a subject of intense global speculation. Leading one of the world's most powerful nations for an extended period suggests his wealth has grown considerably over time, a trend seen among many global leaders. Despite the Kremlin's claim that Putin earns a modest salary of approximately $140,000 annually as president, this figure is widely doubted internationally given his reputed ownership of substantial assets. By comparison, the US president earns about $400,000 annually, yet even America's wealthiest former presidents do not live as extravagantly as Putin. The question arises, How does Putin amass his wealth? While definitive answers are elusive, critics argue that corruption and Putin's control over Russia's vast resources play central roles. This view posits that Putin exerts significant influence over Russia's oligarchy, shaping the distribution of government contracts and benefits. Though Putin does not directly own state assets, his alleged influence over lucrative sectors like energy and infrastructure fosters a system where close ties to him can lead to considerable financial gain. Critics suggest that oligarchs who maintain favorable relationships with Putin are able to preserve and expand their wealth, purportedly contributing a share of their profits to him. In essence, Putin's financial dealings and the origins of his wealth remain shrouded in speculation and controversy, emblematic of the complex intersection between political power and personal wealth in Russia. However, outspoken critics of the administration risk severe repercussions, including potential loss of all their assets. Over the years, dissenting voices have raised concerns about what they perceive as the privatization and exploitation of Russia's resources, labeling these actions as blatant corruption under the Putin regime. One prominent critic is Bill Browder, co-founder of Hermitage Capital Management. In a 2018 interview, Browder asserted that Putin's wealth derived from extortion and massive embezzlement of state funds. According to Browder, if an oligarch boasts a $20 billion fortune, it's likely that $10 billion of that belongs to Putin himself. Browder estimated Putin's actual net worth at over $200 billion at that time, surpassing even Jeff Bezos, then the world's wealthiest individual, with a net worth of around $112 billion. Since then, Putin's purported wealth has allegedly grown exponentially. Such claims of Putin being the richest person globally may not be entirely baseless. These allegations paint Putin not just as a wealthy president, but as someone who allegedly exploits national resources for personal gain, raising serious ethical concerns. Despite these allegations, formal charges against Putin are unlikely due to his firm grip on power in Russia. While Russia maintains the facade of democracy, genuine opposition to Putin has dwindled, particularly following the demise of Alexei Navalny. Putin himself denies all accusations of corruption, attributing them to smear campaigns orchestrated by rival nations to tarnish his reputation, despite asserting that he is deeply loved and supported by the Russian people. In Putin's own words, "I am the wealthiest man, not just in Europe, but in the whole world because I collect emotions. I am rich in that the people of Russia have entrusted me with the leadership of our great nation twice. I believe that is my greatest wealth." The controversies surrounding Putin's opulent lifestyle not only captivate global attention, but also provoke debates about their implications for ordinary Russians. His extravagant expenditures contrast sharply with the economic challenges faced by many citizens, prompting scrutiny of how his wealth is acquired and its impact on the nation's wealth distribution and governance. With the true scale of Putin's wealth veiled in secrecy, accusations of corruption and misappropriation have grown more frequent against the Russian president. Critics argue that Putin's opulent lifestyle and possessions reflect a system that prioritizes the elite over ordinary Russian citizens. They highlight the stark wealth disparity in Russia, where a small fraction of the population controls a substantial portion of the nation's wealth. This inequality fuels widespread discontent among everyday Russians who struggle amid the visible extravagance of their leaders. A major point of contention is the alleged misuse of state funds by Putin. Numerous investigations, both domestic and international, have probed into illicit financial activities involving Putin and his inner circle. These inquiries have uncovered intricate networks of offshore accounts, shell companies, and schemes aimed at obscuring the true extent of Putin's riches. Another concern is the significant influence Putin wields over Russian politics due to his wealth and power. Critics argue that his vast resources enable him to manipulate the political system and maintain a tight grip on authority. They cite the absence of genuine political opposition and the suppression of dissenting voices as evidence of Putin's control over the country's political institutions. Putin's name was implicated in questionable dealings following the Panama Papers leak, which exposed a global network of secret offshore transactions, tax evasion, and money laundering. The documents linked Sergei Roldugin, a close associate of Putin, to vast financial irregularities on a global scale. Speculation arose linking Putin himself to these activities, although he has taken great care to avoid direct implication in serious controversies. Despite denying any involvement or wrongdoing related to the Panama Papers, Putin has faced persistent scrutiny. Law enforcement agencies and investigative units have pursued the assets of individuals named in the documents, seizing yachts, grounding planes, and confiscating luxurious properties. Yet these actions likely reveal only a fraction of the wealth involved, leaving unanswered questions about Putin's direct benefit from offshore dealings. Critics contend that Putin's purported involvement seems plausible, given the immense wealth attributed to him far exceeding his official salary. The ramifications of Putin's wealth transcend national borders, influencing geopolitical dynamics and perceptions of Russia on the global stage. Putin's opulent lifestyle and alleged involvement in illicit financial activities have garnered global attention. Western governments have responded with sanctions targeting Putin and his inner circle, aiming to curb corruption and illegal financial transactions. These sanctions have profoundly affected Russia's economy and exacerbated tensions between Russia and Western nations. In retaliation, Russia has imposed its own sanctions on perceived adversaries. Against the backdrop of heightened NATO-Russia tensions exacerbated by conflicts like the war in Ukraine, these sanctions underscore a serious geopolitical issue. The controversies surrounding Putin's wealth have also had profound implications domestically. Economic hardships and perceptions of widespread corruption have undermined public trust in the government, sparking increased protests and calls for greater transparency and accountability. Despite criticism, Putin remains popular among many Russians, buoyed by his strongman image and nationalist rhetoric. He is seen as a symbol of stability and strength amid global uncertainties. However, concerns persist about the sustainability of Putin's regime and the long-term impacts of his wealth and power. In conclusion, Vladimir Putin's extravagant lifestyle continues to captivate the world, sparking both fascination and controversy. His lavish possessions and financial activities raise significant questions about their impact on Russia and its relations with the international community. As Putin's presidency unfolds, scrutiny of his wealth and its implications will undoubtedly persist on the global stage. From his modest beginnings to his ascent to power, Putin's extravagant lifestyle has become inseparable from his public image. His vast array of properties, fleet of cars, private jets, and luxurious vacations serve as testament to his immense wealth. Yet, alongside these displays of opulence come controversies, with accusations of corruption and embezzlement shadowing Putin's financial dealings. These revelations highlight profound wealth disparities within Russia and provoke scrutiny of the fairness of the system. Criticism of Putin's wealth has eroded public trust in the government and stoked social unrest. As global attention remains fixed on these issues, the true scale of Putin's wealth and its implications for Russia and the broader international community continue to provoke fascination and debate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click on one of the boxes on your screen for more captivating content.